It's a familiar scene for the Panthers. Another playoff berth, their 10th in a row, plus another matchup with an Olentangy school after facing both Lewis Center and Liberty last season. And with it comes a test, as the Pioneers have one of the top prospects in the nation in defensive end Zach Harrison, serving as motivation for Kevon Butler. But Coach Winters is just glad to have some home field advantage.
Oh, mentality doesn't change at all. We go week 15 mentality here. It's time to prove why it shouldn't be underrated.
Oh, it's huge. We're going on our 10th straight year, being into the playoffs, and being at home that first game is always nice. You don't want to travel, and it's good for our community. It kind of gives them, we pay them off for supporting us all year.
Yeah, they're always going to bring it. Any Olentangy school you play. I was hoping it'd be Liberty, but we got Orange. So, but no, I haven't played them yet. I mean, they are a good team. What we've seen on film, so I think we'll be ready for them.
Riley Keller and his Panthers can't ask for more than a home field advantage in round one of the playoffs. And we're taking a look at our Game Day Nation schedule for tomorrow. You have Valley Forge at Anthony Wayne, St. John's at Central Catholic, a huge one. That Olentangy versus Whitmer game. Springfield at Avon. You could see an Anthony Wayne Springfield matchup later on, but then you also have Start at Reynoldsburg down by Columbus, and Bedford at Livonia Franklin. Those two last games are on BCSN Now exclusive. The entire Game Day Nation crew will be back, including host Jackie Schuler alongside analyst Mike Robb and coach Mike Jewell, who also has another one of his breakdowns to prep you for tomorrow as Whitmer gets set to take on Olentangy.
I love how the Whitmer Panthers finished this season off. Great performance against Lima Senior, kind of clicking on all cylinders as they need to be, and it gets them a home game. They're going to be taking on, if not a familiar foe, a familiar community in Olentangy Orange. The Pioneers are a battle-tested team down in the Columbus area. The Olentangy teams have been a thorn in the side of Whitmer Panther playoff football the last few years, and with changes down in that community, you saw the Olentangy teams get off to kind of a slow start with some of the redistricting shuffles. But I think they are on full gear now. This will represent a typical Whitmer Olentangy community football game, be it the first time you're taking on the Pioneers. Defensively, what the Pioneers bring to the table is a big-time defensive end. Sound familiar? Kevon Butler. Zach Harrison, 6'5", 245 pounds, 4.4740, is a splendid, disciplined football player that represents the Pioneer grind up front. He's also a threat offensively, and you've got to keep him on the line of scrimmage and make sure he is uncomfortable because he is a wonderful pass-receiving threat. Now, let's get to some of the Panther keys. Defensively, I want to just continue that return to the swarming Panther defense of old, suffocating and executing on a higher level, utilizing the unique combination of blue-collar work ethic and brilliant team speed. Pashawn Wimberly's going to lead that defense, and the Pioneers represent a challenge with their balanced passing and running attack. But the Panthers play like the champions you are. And on the offensive side of the ball, I like the development of a running game that Whitmer's been able to do. And it's been by committee. Kobe Myers, Trey Mathena, Devin Mauter, Johnson even getting in to make some big-time runs. The Panthers do it by committee, and the element of Riley Keller is a threat to run the ball 6, maybe 8 times a game, which we saw a little bit against St. Francis, might be key to not just making the Pioneer defense stay honest, but also allowing Keller to use his incredible physical strengths that we might not have seen a whole lot this year. Where we have seen Riley and his physical strengths are throwing the football, and this Keller kind of magic has to continue. His intangibles are so off-the-shelf brilliant. His ability to finish halves and finish games. If this is an opportunity to continue that, the Whitmer Panthers will move on. Riley Keller and his chances to throw the football needs protection, but he also needs to have teammates step up as they have all season long. Zach Walling is a threat. Dalen Layton has been brilliant. So the intangible of the passing game. They do take shots, which means there will be some incompletions. But I love the way Whitmer has emerged, the energy with which they're playing. This is going to be a rough, physical football game. D1 football, Region 2. But the Whitmer Panthers are ready to go, get after it, and attack the way the teams of the past always have. Good luck. Congratulations on the regular season. Here come the playoffs.